If you're a PSA Dagger owner, the online gun community can be a little toxic sometimes. You, Palmetto State Armory? Are you one of the poors? That isn't Glock perfection. Walking frame pins, bro. But here's the deal, guys. I own both, and I really like the Dagger. It's fun. I have thousands of rounds through this one. It has become one of my favorite guns, if not my favorite gun. Not because it is better than Glock, it isn't, but after putting a lot of work into this gun, I have it configured exactly the way I'd want a home defense pistol. The labor of love probably skews my vision a little bit, but you know what, I'll just say it. This is my favorite gun, call me a poor, I don't care. If you trust the Dagger for DWD, double wide defense, sound off in the comments. And if you aren't already subscribed, subscribe to this channel. Next week we'll be building a competition-worthy Glock 34 from the frame up. This week, though, we'll focus on upgrading the not a Glock PSA Dagger. The base PSA Dagger frame is awesome. I like the ergonomics better than a stock Glock frame. Having grinded down the finger nub and stippled the frame, I have a video on how to do this if you're interested. The frame really fits in my hand well, so most of the customization here was done by me, but I'm really happy with the way that this frame turned out. This is probably the best free upgrade you can do to any pistol if you have the right tools. I painted the frame with Brownell's Alumahyde 2. Their earth brown color matches FDE very closely. The finish has worn a bit from a lot of usage at this point, but I think it gives the pistol a lot of character, and I really like that this thing doesn't look like a safe queen. A can of Brownell's Alumahyde is only $15, but you can use it for multiple jobs. I purchased a magwell from GG Magwells. The Dagger is not compatible with aftermarket Glock magwells, but the GG magwell is excellent. It fits the weapon tightly, it's very functional, and makes reloading the weapon a breeze. It looks really cool. The color matches the Brownell's Alumahyde color really well as well. Overall, this is an awesome product and it's well worth the $35 upgrade. The biggest issue people have with the Dagger is the trigger. It is important to note that the PSA frame uses proprietary pins, which can make changing the trigger out a little bit of a pain. I replaced the stock trigger with an Overwatch Precision defensive applications trigger. This isn't the best trigger on the market, but I purchased it because it uses an OEM trigger bar, and the FDE version fits the aesthetic I was looking for. This was important to me for as a home defense backup concealed carry gun. I wanted this gun to have a factory trigger pull weight, rather than an ultralight competition pull, so I had to go with something that was similar to OEM, and then I used OEM fire control components. Additionally, I just really like this flat-face trigger shoot. I also ran an OEM extended mag release for a while, but I had problems with the extended mag release digging into my support hand too much, so I've since ditched it for a standard OEM mag release. Similarly, I used to run an extended slide release, but I went back to the lower profile slide release as with an active grip style, I kept accidentally engaging the slide lock while shooting. So for mag and slide release, I highly recommend leaving these stock. I finished the frame off with a Streamlight TLR1 HL weapon-mounted flashlight. I highly recommend this light, as it's plenty bright, but it's the perfect flashlight for a home defense pistol. It also adds a little weight to the front of the gun, making it easier to shoot. The slide is a stock FDE PSA Dagger slide. There's no reason to change out any of the PSA Dagger slide internals. Mine came with an RMR footprint cut. I used to run a HoloSun 507C on the setup, but I moved it to another pistol. I actually got a great deal on a 407K. I got this one for $180, plus it came in FDE. Obviously the footprint was wrong, but I was able to get a cheap titanium adapter plate, which I've come to prefer. The recoil lugs on the adapter plate are a nice feature, so you can really get the adapter plate down to the slide extremely tight, and the optic then sits very securely with a tight fit on the adapter plate. I don't necessarily recommend this to other people. It was largely done for aesthetic reasons, but it's a great option if you already have a 407K lying around. The optics plate and 407K sit low enough that the suppressor height sights can still co-witness fine. Speaking of sights, I swapped the front Ameriglow sight with a tritium option. Since this is a nighttime home defense pistol, having my backup sights be visible in the dark was an important consideration for me. The barrel is a stock Dagger barrel. I've experimented with multiple aftermarket barrels, and I ended up just throwing the stock barrel back in as it was the most reliable in cycling the Dagger slide. So that's it. I really love this setup. If you like this video, please do subscribe to the channel. We've got more content coming for Glocktober, so stay tuned and thanks for watching.